this is Cindy, and it is Tuesday, October 26th. It's been a while since I made a video. Every time I have made one recently, I say I'm not going to wait as long to make the next one, and I end up doing that. But a lot has happened. Again, it's always like, every time I make a video, I say a lot has happened since I made the last video. But about a month ago, maybe a little more than a month ago now, I woke up in extreme pain in my arm and my shoulder and my back, and I didn't know what happened. It felt like I seriously had a terrible accident or something, and it got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse, and I kept taking my fibromyalgia, my hydrocodone that I had for fibro. I didn't know what it was. I thought I pulled a muscle. I thought, something. I didn't know. And I had my suspicions that maybe it was a slip disc or a, whatever. So things got worse and worse, and I would sit at my desk every day at work and just cry. And I would take my heating pad at night and my ice pack in the daytime, and I'd rotate them and switch them, and I was just constantly, I had an ice pack everywhere I go, even at work and church. Everywhere I go, my ice pack was in my purse because it was just unbearable. It really, truly was. I would just sit and cry, wherever I would go. I would just cry all the time. I couldn't get out of the bathtub very well. I couldn't tie my shoes. I couldn't, reach up and do anything. It hurt to drive the car, and so I usually diagnose myself whenever I have anything wrong. I always diagnose myself before I ever get to a doctor. I pretty much can tell you what's wrong with me because that's just the way that I am. I've always been that way. So I researched and just poured through every piece of information I could find, and I discovered that I probably had a pinched nerve that was laying on not a pinched nerve, a herniated disc, which when you have a herniated disc, it lays on a nerve, and that nerve could go to your left arm, your right arm, your left leg, or your right leg. And it was my left arm, and I knew I didn't have anything, nothing had happened to me, so it had to be something going on. So finally I got to the point a few days ago, and where I was I just thought I can't take it anymore, so I went to the emergency room instead of going to work. I was on my way out the door to work, and I didn't go to work. I went to the emergency room instead, and they did 2 MRIs on me. Now, I want to talk about MRIs because I am the type of person who thinks, people that have claustrophobia are just silly. I've always been that way. I was like, oh, it's nothing. Because I had a CAT scan one time, and a CAT scan's just no big deal. It's like laying in an oversized tanning bed. So that's what I thought an MRI was. And everybody was like, at the hospital, are you claustrophobic? Are you going to be able to handle the MRI? I was like, yeah, nothing. So they take me in there, and I see this tube, and I'm like, you're not going to fit me in that hole. And so so they backed me in the hole, and I went through this MRI, and when I really realized how really tight and confined it is, I just kept my eyes shut the whole time. I didn't open my eyes because I just thought, no, I'm going to go nuts if I see what's, around me. So I had an MRI. Then later I actually had another MRI. They did the top part of my spine and the bottom part of my spine. And here's the long and the short of it is, they said I probably needed to go to surgery. Well, they didn't have a neurosurgeon on staff at this hospital that I was at, so they took me by ambulance across town to Fort Worth, downtown Fort Worth, I saw a neurosurgeon, and they were going to do surgery on my back because here's what I have. I have 2 herniated discs in my back, and I have a compressed fracture in my neck. And everybody kept saying, how did this happen? Well, did you have a wreck? Did you get beat up? Did you fall down? What was it? I don't know. I just don't know. There's things in my life that it could be a number of things, but they said that my spine is very weak. Oh, also I've been going to a chiropractor, which has actually made things worse. I went and saw a chiropractor for about a week, I guess, almost every day I saw her, and she popped and cracked and bent and rubbed and massaged until I thought I was going to scream every day. I was just crying. It was misery. I couldn't take that anymore. And the doctors told me that I shouldn't go back to the chiropractor. Based on my particular situation, chiropractic care is not really what I, needed. So I have been through a lot of experiences this past month that I've never really been through. I've never really been to. Uh, I've never seen what chiropractors really can do. And never been to a neurosurgeon, so never been in an MRI. And as far as my weight goes, I was in so much pain. I really did think I was a little bit depressed. I've eaten a lot. I've gained, like I said before, I've gained about 40 pounds back of the 70 that I lost, which is really, terrible. And the days have been so beautiful here in Dallas-Fort Worth, and I've just been feeling so bad. I didn't want to get out and walk or do anything. I just couldn't move. And I've been praying for healing. I've been praying for the Lord to heal me, and I know that He is the great physician. God, Jesus is my rock. He's everything. He is the one that can take the pain away. He's the one that can lead me to the doctors that I need to go to. And so I've been praying that the Lord would heal me, and I said, if it's your will, heal me. And I just wanted to bring honor and glory to Him, no matter how much pain I was in. And but I did have a lot of people praying for me at this particular time, the last couple of days, and I'm doing so much better. I feel so much better. I'm taking some medicine too. I'm taking some hydrocodone a little bit, not much, and I'm taking steroids. And I've only got 1 day left on the steroid pack that I'm taking, and then the doctor wants to see me back in another week or two for possible. He wants to look and see how I'm doing, because the inflamed areas, because they've gone down due to the Lord healing me and making it better, but also due to the steroids and the anti-inflammatories have made it better. So that has taken the inflammation out and made the pain better. But he wants to see look at it and see about surgery, because he was supposed to do surgery on me the other night, according to the ambulance people that took me over there, and said, this is what you're going over there for. And when I got there, he said, no, I don't think we need to rush into surgery. Let's just wait and see how it goes and see if anything else works first, and use surgery as a last resort. So that's where I'm at right now. And I haven't been able to walk or work out or do anything except lay on my fat butt and eat for a month. And so I'm going to start over again, and I'm going to try hard to get this weight back off. I'm going to try to start walking, but I can't bend over. I can't lift anything. I can't twist. I can't, I have to be really careful. I have to buy a piece of plywood to put under my mattress, because my mattress isn't firm enough, and I don't have $800 to go buy a new mattress. Just want to let you know that I am among the living, and I'm going to try to get this weight off. I want to go walking again and get myself in shape again as best I can. And just remember, bad ain't groovy.